Hello my darlings, it's Chanel and today I am doing a blind date with a book. So I'm splitting the series into two and it's all thanks to a donation by my viewer Jay, so thank you very much Jay. Because of you I was able to do this little series. So what I have done is I have gone to Etsy and bought some blind date with the books from some Aussie sellers, so I try to keep it local. I tried to also pick books from different genres, but I have no idea what the actual books will be. So I'm trying to do about 5 books per vlog and sorry. For the first book, I have decided to go with a poetry book because I'm in the mood for poetry. So at the end of the vlog, I'm going to pick a few winners. So I'm going to pick the one that had the loveliest presentation, the one that I believe was the best value for money, and whichever book was also my favorite. So we're going to start with this one right here. I'll zoom up in a second. This was by Serotonin Made, so I will put all of the Etsy shops down below. And this was a total of $19.40 Australian. This was the cheapest book out of all of the ones I bought. Some were secondhand, some were brand new. This one was brand new. So I'll zoom up close so you can see the wrapping. There's even a little thank you on the back. So I chose ones that came with extras because that makes it more fun. I really feel like a kid at Christmas right now because I'm excited. I don't know what any of these are. Hopefully they're not books I've read before. Only 2 of the sellers asked for my Goodreads to check. So there is a chance I read it, but it's poetry, so maybe not. But it's Love, Growth and Hurt. So let's take a look at all the freebies. So we have this pencil here, which is lovely. It's a beautiful lavender and blue. I actually need a grey lead pencil. We have a thank you note, which she also wrote my name on, which is very sweet. We have a Kiki K pen, so that's great. Let's take the lid off. We've got a really cute little bookmark here. So it's got like a painted moon and clouds, beautiful colors. I love the color scheme, all these soft lilacs. Oh, we have sticky note pad. Once again, cute color scheme. A teeny tiny little sticker of a sunset. What is this? Is this a keychain? So I'm going to open it out of the packet. It looks like a gorgeous little pink and sea themed glittery sparkly keychain. So that's super cute. And we've got some tea. So we've got some Earl Grey tea. Yum, yum, yum. I love me an Earl Grey. And on the back, let's look at this little thank you we've got here. I feel like I'm like a 14-year-old again, you know, like this is so fun. It speaks to my inner child. Oh, there's a bunch of stickers. With the stickers, I'll just take a photo of them and then just post a picture up here of all the stickers that I got instead of doing them one by one on screen. All right, now for the, I'm so nervous. Now for the opening. Oh, I'm such a dork. All right, let's not look. Oh my goodness. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see. So you're seeing it before me. Is it upside down? I have a feeling it was upside down. Let's see, what did I get? Flux, Orion, Carlotto. I love that. It's giving the lover's card in tarot, and it's got a beautiful rose petal finish. Read these words and think of me, and when you do, I'll be right here beside you. Very cool. Oh, look guys, there's illustrations. Oh, there's some raunchy illustrations in here. I won't show you the raunchy ones because I would probably get my channel banned. Maybe there's definitely something I can do with Patreon in the future. Naughty picture books. There are a lot of adult ones in here, but I'm really excited. I have not heard about this. Let me go look it up. Okay, so we have, if the cover and the pictures are anything to go by, I'm going to love this. But let's have a look at what Goodreads says. I don't really take a lot of initial ratings to heart because, yeah, it doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm contrarian a lot as well. So Flux by Orion Carlotto, it has 5,500 ratings and it's a 3.55. YouTube Mastermind. Is this someone? I don't know. Okay, so she is an influencer. She's a very pretty lady. I don't know her, but excited to read her stuff. So that's the first book. So I'll just unwrap them as I go. As soon as I finish a book, I'll unwrap another one so you get to see my reaction on the camera. But yes, kids are still sick at home. They go to their dad's tomorrow, which is good. I get one day to myself. So yeah, I'm not going out today. My best friend Kate is coming over to drop some more of her books off so I can do another Reading Kate's collection. Unfortunately, they can't stay. They're going to this yarn market, which I would have loved to attend. But like I said, when my kids are sick too, I don't ask for people to babysit because I don't want to get anybody sick. I'm very hypervigilant with that. If I'm ill, my kid's ill, we stay home. We keep it contained. We're not passing that misery on to anybody else. But I'm looking forward to a cozy, it's going to be a hot day, but it's going to be thunderstorming. So this is like a perfect read for that. It has, let's just read the first one out loud, shall we? Oh, we've got a little picture here of a wishbone. Sometimes things must break in order for the wishes we've longed for the most to come true. We were inseparable lovers, both holding on tightly to the ends of wishbones. It wasn't until you broke it off and ran away did I realize that, maybe, this is exactly how it was supposed to happen. Oh, look, cool. Look at the next one. So it's mixed media, which I love. I just absolutely love mixed media. It just makes it a really fun reading experience. But I will read it all and then I'll tell you which one was my favorite and what I think. Okay, I am back. So here is Flux. Flux is a book about love, heartbreak, romance, loneliness, all the things that come with putting your heart on a platter for someone else to do with what they will. It's very palatable. It's what I would call mainstream poetry. Super pinnable. I could see this plastered all over people's Instagram feeds. It's fine. It's just that I think Harold Lindsay Bird has ruined me for what I would call regular poetry. I particularly loved the illustrations by Katie Roberts. I thought they were gorgeous. There was one little poem in here that made me giggle that also had an illustration. Don't get too close. I'll turn you into poetry. It's kind of funny. There was a little haiku that I didn't mind either. Your love is like a bittersweet haiku. Kiss me 5 times, lie to me 7, apologize 5 more, repeat. And it has a nice little illustration. So yeah, it's not something that I go gaga over, but it was easy to read and pleasant. So that was Flux by Orion Carlotto. So let's go on to the next one. I'm so excited. Okay, I've got to find my book where the price is. So next up, we have this book by Enchanted Fairy Tales. So Enchanted Fairy Tales, this was the first one to arrive as well. This was so fast. She shipped it immediately. And this was $31.25 Australian, and this is a secondhand book. So for this one, I chose a YA fantasy. So it says YA fantasy magical slow burn. So we'll see how we go. This was once again already pre-packaged, so they didn't check to see if I've read it. There's a chance I've read it. If I've read it, it's okay. I'll tell you my opinions on it anyway. So let's see what all the freebies are in this one. I love the packaging, just the brown paper and the twine. And I love when they do this thing. I think it's super cool. Okay, we have just a pen here. So this is great. I actually needed more pens. So this is coming very handy. Oh, we've got a highlighter. I think Valentine will take that. That's her aesthetic. We've got annotation tabs. So I don't annotate my books, but that is cool. I think a lot of people would absolutely love that. And I do like the color palette on there. I think that's a nice color palette. Oh, how cute is this? A little reading log, but you could use it as a bookmark. But that is super cute. Very cute. Oh, we have more tea, another Earl Grey. Earl Grey seems to be the tea for readers. And she's written on the back, "Hey Chanel, thank you for supporting my small business. For more bookish products and discounts, head over to my Instagram. Hope you enjoy your blind date. Lots of love, Destiny." Very sweet. And then we've got some stickers. So I'll just put these ones up here because there's not many. We've got a book and some flowers and that little guy. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? I haven't seen it. Let's have a look. Oh, it's A Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Oh, how wonderful. I have read this book and I love it. I'm stoked. This is a 5-star book for me. So, oh yeah, and look how cool. It's got like a metallic tone to it. That's amazing. Oh, I'm absolutely jazzed because yeah, I do really love Margaret Rogerson's books, and like I said, yeah, 5-star rated. So this is going straight into my library. So that's look, if you're going to get a book you've read before, if it's a 5-star one, that's just fantastic. That's wonderful. So this is it's a fantasy book, and it was about a woman who ends up being a foundling of this like magical library, but she's ended up being charged with treason, and she has to reluctantly ally with her nemesis, the great sorcerer Nathaniel Thorne, and his demonic servant. And obviously it's like, yeah, it was a slow burn romance. I probably will reread this, not now, but I will at some stage, because now I've got a physical copy. I just had an ebook of that from my library, so it's going to be a really pleasant experience reading my own copy of a book that I absolutely loved and adored. So like, I'm really happy. Yay, that's fantastic. Such a good book. I didn't recognize it from the back because I haven't seen it in person, but I feel like this has got to not be like the main cover. It's too cool. It's so gorge. All right, that means we get to open another one, which is also really wonderful, but yay for that one. So far, I've been pleased with both books that I've received. Okay, so the next book that I am picking up, this is by Recycled Reads. So this is another secondhand book. This was $22.82. It is a mystery, and the seller did ask me for my Goodreads when doing this because I've read so little mystery. I'm sure hopefully it wasn't too difficult for her to find one I hadn't read. So let's have a look. So we have a little paintbrush and a bookmark that you can paint. So these are watercolor paints. So get some water dip and do that. I'm going to give this to Indy to do. She loves arts and crafts, so she's going to be stoked to have a little project, and I'll show you what she does. We have a Santa Claus bookmark. Now I saw some of these came with socks on the Etsy listing, and I was hoping mine would. Mine didn't come with the socks, but I do see that sometimes you might get a pair of socks as well. So we've got this super cute heart bookmark. Oh my God, what are these called? Things that you clip? Something clip? Why can't I? You know what, paper clip. Oh my God, paper clip. Look, it's not all hope is lost. I do eventually remember the word that my brain is grasping for. Oh, we've got a pin and a magnetic bookmark here. So we've got a book pin and a magnetic bookmark, and you could also use this paper as a bookmark too. We've got more tea. So here we've got chamomile and spiced apple. That sounds so bloody good. I've never tried this one before. I'll be trying this today. And then we've got a bunch of stickers, which I will take a photo of and show you because there's a lot. It's super cute too, how you've got this little book pouch to hold it in. Okay, a mystery. I hope it's not Agatha Christie. I'm sorry, I'm not really into Agatha Christie. So you see it first. This is secondhand. Sophie Hannah. Close cards, Agatha Christie. Oh no. Oh look. I will try it. It's got two names on there though. Hannah's reimagined Poirot. So maybe it's not Agatha Christie. Maybe someone else has done a spin on it. The cover looks this is a little bit beat up. This is definitely like a secondhand book. Whereas this one felt pretty new. This one feels old. Let's look this up. Okay, so it says Closed Casket is the second in the new Hercule Poirot mystery. So I'm kind of surprised that they would send a second in a series to someone who hasn't read the first. So that's probably something I would not have done. It's by Sophie Hannah, so it's not by Agatha Christie, and it has a 3.6 rating. So we'll see how we go. I'm not going to force myself to fully read these books if I'm hating it. So that is something I have not doing anymore, even with books that I have bought. But I'm going to give it a solid go. Who knows, maybe I'll end up becoming a massive fan of Sophie Hannah. We shall see. Okay, so Kate's just dropped off her books. I won't show you those because you'll see those in a Reading Kate's collection, but she's also dropped off my birthday present. And I can see some yarn in here. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Stunning. So I crochet, well, I crocheted this, but I don't really do clothing anymore because I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it, guys. I mostly crochet bags for my tarot and oracle decks. That's my favorite thing to do. Or coasters and very easy, mindless sort of stuff. But that's beautiful. Hello, Sylvie. Oh, what is this? Is this a letter? I don't know what this is. I have to ask her. It looks like stationery. It looks like writing pad and twine and keys. I'll just open it just in case. Yeah. Oh, it is. It's writing. And you can then, it's a little writing kit. And then you can put it in the envelope. So write some letters. I will write her a letter. Ooh, we've got some earrings, some super gothy earrings. Very cool. Oh, darling, in a little bag. So thank you, Katie. Okay, so I read the whole thing. So in this particular mystery novel, you have a rich lady mystery writer who decides to have a little fun, I guess, and she invites her children and an inspector and all these other people to her house, where she announces that she has changed her will, and instead of bequeathing everything to her 2 children, she's giving it all to her terminally ill secretary. And as you can imagine, shit hits the fan, someone dies, and they've got a mystery to solve. It's very much in the vein of Knives Out. And whilst I love watching mysteries like Knives Out, I don't like reading them. I don't like reading them. It's ones like this too, in this style, the writing is just average, like there's nothing amazing about it. And it's mostly all dialogue. It's just an inspector going around to all the people, hearing their versions of events, and then going back around and trying to piece it all together. And then you'll get right at the end his explanation. He'll go through all of the suspects and rule them out and tell you why he's ruled them out before revealing who did it, how and why. And it's just very formulaic in that way, and I just don't get any enjoyment out of it. So look, it's a 3-star book. It's fine. In these sorts of things, I don't really even care to try to guess who did it. I don't like to do that. I just like to go along with it. So yeah, I just find myself mostly bored and just wanting to get to the end where he can just lay it all out for me and I can go, oh, okay. So yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I've read a few mystery books that I've liked, but they're not ones like this where someone's literally just going around talking to all the people who were in the place at the time and hearing their statements, yada, yada. Yeah, so this kind of mystery book isn't my jam, but I thought I would give it a solid go. And yeah, it's a 3 stars. Now with the next blind date with a book that I've gotten, this is a cat lovers one, and you could order the white cat or the brown cat. I ordered the brown cat, and then the package came and it was clear. I got the white cat one, so it came with this little cup here. And so I emailed the Etsy seller and she said, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake, I've sent you the wrong one, keep it, I'll send you the other one. And I said, oh no, I feel awful, let me at least compensate, the additional cost of sending the new one out. And she said, no, it's my error, it's totally fine, I'll send you the new one. So very sweet. I felt, like I said, awful that she's had to give me 2 and send 2. So I haven't got the other one yet, but this one is here. So I'll show you all the bits and pieces I got. So it came in a little box because it's got so many extras. So then you've got this little coaster here, meow meow. You've got some bickies. So these are just some Arnott's biscuits. A whole bunch of minty Mentos. This little cat pencil case. There were more items inside the pencil case. We've got a cat pen and some sticky notes. This is the cover of the book. And I'm going to open this up. Oh, it says Merry Christmas. That's nice. All right, let's have a look. I have no idea what this one is meant to be. Let me just double check what genre I chose. Okay, it's meant to be a fantasy. So I will show you the book. And what is it? Rabbit and Robot. I have no idea what this is. I have never seen it before. It says, none of this is a lie. To help Cager Messer shake his was addiction, his friends transport him to Tennessee, a lunar cruise ship orbiting the moon. But as the angry, depressed, horny robots on board become increasingly insane and cannibalistic, the boys have to wonder if they'll be stranded alone in space forever. What? Is this? It sounds sci-fi more than fantasy. Let's look at what a wild card, bitches. Rabbit and Robot. Okay, so yeah, it's sci-fi. It's a YA sci-fi. So maybe she really did send me like all up the wrong package, not just the wrong extras, the wrong book. Oh, and also I got these too. Oh my God. Socks. How cool is that? They're cat socks. Like, that's my favorite thing. I'm obsessed with these. I love these. But yeah, this is a YA sci-fi, not a fantasy. So I'll see the new package when it arrives, but this one too, I forgot to tell you how much it cost. So this is by Lovely Gift Box, and this was $36.51. Okay, I'm reading a sci-fi. That is fine. I do like sci-fi. YA. Hopefully it'll be not too young. It sounds weird. It says horny and cannibalistic, so maybe it's not that young, you know. But yeah, this is the next book that I'll be reading. Lunch BEEM up. Okay guys, I'm back with a review of Rabbit and Robot by Andrew Smith. This is like Bill and Ted in a luxury hotel spaceship with cannibalistic bisexual French giraffe robots. So basically you have two teenage boys. One of the teenage boys is addicted to this kind of drug, Ritalin-esque I think it is, and his friend decides to get him clean. He's going to kidnap him, and they're going to steal his dad's spacecraft, which is like a Floston Paradise Club Med, and they're going to go off planet. On this ship, there are a bunch of robots that they call cogs, and the robots have become cannibalistic, and the boys are super horny, and this was not for me. I read half of it, and then I had to stop because I just wasn't enjoying it. I don't want to dread picking up a book. That's how you get into reading slumps, and no thank you, sir. I'll read to you a little bit. I'm just going to go to any chapter. So this is called Cager Mess's List of Things He's Never Done. There are things that your friends will do for you that you just don't have the guts to do for yourself. Because, let's face it, Cager Messer, me, I was a messed up drug addict who had one foot, and probably most of the rest of my body too, in the grave by the time other guys were stressing over getting driver's licenses and losing or not losing their virginity. Most people who were allowed to have an opinion on guys like Billy and me would conclude that I was a loser and that we were both spoiled pieces of shit. But Billy Hidman was my best friend. I know that now. He saved me. Unfortunately, saving me resulted in things no one could have ever foreseen. Because Billy Hidman and I nicked a fucking cruise ship. That's pretty tame. Some of the writing, it's just fucking bonkers. It's weird and wacky, and like I said, horny teenage boys, which it's not my bag, baby. Yeah. And I did like the outer space hotel cannibalistic animal machine part, but just yeah, the tone of the book was just not doing anything for me. I wasn't finding it humorous. And like I said, I wasn't looking forward to picking it up. So it was just, it's a me thing. I'm not the right reader for this. I'm sure this has its audience. This was a freebie book anyway. I wasn't supposed to get a YA sci-fi book. This was the mistake package the seller sent me. So I'm not too upset about it because I didn't really pay for this one. So we're going on to the next book that I'm going to read, and I think this will be the final one for this part one of Blind Date with a Book. I'll do all the others in a second part. I'm hoping to get that up in December. If not, you'll see it in January. Now, this one is absolutely beautiful. So prepare yourself for some book wrapping porn. Ready? How bloody gorgeous is this? This one is definitely going to win the most beautiful presentation because I love everything about it. I love the newspaper, I love the wax seal and the twine, and they've done that cool wrapping situation again. So this one was from Secret Passage Books, and it was $30.60. And in here we have a sci-fi. So let's see all of the goodies we get with this one. Oh, I don't want to break it. It feels like a sacrilege to break the wax seal, but I'm going to have to. I'll do it last. I just don't want to do it yet. Okay, so the first of the extras, we've got 2 highlighters there. We've got the dried flowers. It looks like baby's breath, but I'm not 100% certain on that. We have a magnetic bookmark. Okay, we have some stickers here. So we've got a little dinosaur and a heart and a stack of books. We also have a bookmark that said, "You had me at trigger warning." So I think that's everything. I'm just going to not look so you can see first. Blue Screen by Dan Wells. I have no idea what this is. I have never seen it before. It's got a cool metallic cover and it's a hardback. Let's take a look at what this book is rated and what it's about. Okay, so Blue Screen has a 3.7 rating on Goodreads. It is a YA sci-fi cyberpunk, and it says, Los Angeles in 2050 is a city of open doors as long as you have the right connections. One of those connections is a djinn, a smart device implanted right in a person's head. In a world where virtually everyone is online 24 hours a day, this connection is like oxygen, and a world like that presents plenty of opportunities for someone who knows how to manipulate it. Marissa Carneseca is one of those people. She might spend her days in Mirador, the small, vibrant LA neighborhood where her family owns a restaurant, but she lives on the net, going to school, playing games, hanging out, or doing things of more questionable legality with her friends Sahara and Anya. And it's Anya who first gets her hands on Blue Screen, a virtual drug that plugs right into a person's djinn and delivers a massive non-chemical, completely safe high. But in this city, when something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And Mari and her friends soon find themselves in the middle of a conspiracy that is much bigger than they ever suspected. So I will be reading this. We'll see how we go. I will admit I'm not a huge cyberpunk reader. I love movies that are like that, but in books less so. But I'm keeping an open mind and we'll see how we go. Okay guys, so I'm back with the final book, which was Blue Screen by Dan Wells. So this is kind of like Ready Player One, but with Mexican-American drug cartels and gangs and malware drugs that fuck you up, basically inserting like a virus into your programming. I don't know about you guys, but that whole thing of inserting hardware into your brain, it does not appeal to me. And for various reasons, that people are getting hacked. Their brains are getting hacked and they're getting turned into puppets. And no, thank you. No, thank you. Also, they can be plugged in all the time and they don't have to use, like, convenience was used as a reason. Well, now I don't have to carry my keys around or my wallet or whatever. And I'm like, bro, just, that's what a bag is for. It's like, it's not enough to mess with this. It's very YA. So look, I did not enjoy this. I ended up giving it a 2 stars. The writing style did nothing for me. The characters were really unlikable. I felt like there were harmful stereotypes used in regards to the Mexican gangs and cartels. And yeah, there was some cool aspects like Ready Player One, but the rest of it was just, it just didn't entertain me. Unfortunately, it's just not my kind of story. I think it's definitely, it is definitely more YA than adult. I think if you like Ready Player One and you like the idea of being plugged in to tech all the time and hacking and drugs and gangs and teenagers taking down all the big guys, then you might enjoy this. Yeah, but for me, it was a 2-star read. So let me go through all of the books that I read. So yeah, starting with Blue Screen by Dan Wells, which I gave 2 stars. Obviously we have DNF, so this doesn't count, but this is Rabbit and Robot by Andrew Smith. Then we have Closed Casket, Sophie Hannah, Agatha Christie, which I gave 3 stars. Flux by Orion Carlotto, which I would probably give 3.5 stars. And even though I didn't read it in this vlog, it is definitely my favorite. And that is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, which is a 5-star book for me. So in regards to the best book, obviously this was the best one from Enchanted Fairy Tales. So out of all of the choices of the books selected, this is definitely right up my alley. The best wrapping was definitely Secret Passage books. Gorgeous. And obviously the cheapest on here was Serotonin Made, and it was under $20, and this was the poetry book. The best extras though did come in this one. So this was from Lovely Gift Box. It was the cat box, but it was just the wrong box. So I got given the wrong box, but definitely all the extras that came in that were fantastic. But I had a lot of fun. It was really fun to unwrap all of the things and all the extras and to see what books were in there. I obviously have some more to do, and you will see the next half. Wait until you see the wrapping on one of these ones. Seriously, I died. It is exquisite, but you'll have to wait to see that. Until next time, stay wild, Star Child.